Welcome back to another video, guys. TechLift here. Today I'm going to be reviewing the M2 15-inch MacBook Air. Let's go ahead and get straight into the video. Alright guys, so this is going to be your very non-traditional review video. I am going to give you a just raw consumer's perspective. It's going to be non-traditional, none of that stuff you're used to seeing on YouTube with everyone showing off these super fancy, high-tech, high-spec MacBook laptops just because the video is sponsored by someone, or I don't know. I don't get the reasoning, because the reality is that 95% of people aren't going to get a MacBook Pro. One, because they can't afford it, and then two, because they just don't need a machine that powerful. This computer here is literally for everyone. It's the everyday consumer's laptop. One, it looks sick in this color. Two, it's going to be plenty powerful to surf the web. Three, if you need the extra little boost to do creative work like video editing, Photoshop, coding, that sort of thing, you're going to get by with this thing and it's not going to break the bank. Even though this still comes at a premium price point, I don't know about you guys, but $1,200, $1,300 for the base model is not cheap. That's not a cheap computer. People have to think about this, you know, if you're going to make a purchase like this. And at the end of the day, you're really just buying the name. You're buying the name, you're buying Apple, you're giving in to the man. But at the end of the day, we want Apple machines, and I don't blame you guys. I'm an Apple fanboy. I have a Mac. I have a Mac Mini base model. I do all my editing on a base model Mac Mini. This is the M2 MacBook 15-inch Air base model. You best believe that I could do the same things on this. It's the base model. You don't need anything else. If you do, maybe you're a full-time video editor, yes, get the MacBook Pro. Your income probably a little bit higher as well, and you can justify it because it's a tax write-off. For the majority of people, you're going to be surfing the web. You're going to be opening up a ton of different windows, and you want it to run smoothly. You want to be able to play back videos super fast, lightning fast, and you don't want any hiccups, and that's what this machine is. It's reliable. You can trust it to get your everyday work done. It's not going to be rebooting or freezing up on you. It's literally going to do what you bought it to do, and that's surf the web, get some work done, you know, get emails done, plan your day on your calendar, do research, online shop, whatever floats your boat, you're going to be able to do it on this machine. Alright, so I've tested this thing out for a couple months now, and I'm not gonna lie, I used it for the simplest, just everyday person tasks. I didn't put this thing through any crazy tests. I literally just used it as I would any other computer, any other day, and that's literally to watch YouTube videos, open up Google tabs, plan out my days, do a little bit of video editing. I just did it for the testing, but literally, like anyone else, I open up tons of tabs. I open up tons of YouTube videos whenever I'm researching something, whether it's a little part for one of my hobbies, whether I'm researching some sort of workout routine or some sort of new workout diet trend, whatever it is, just, you know, stuff that I like to nerd out about. You best believe I nerd out hard, and I open up tons of tabs, YouTube reviews, YouTube insights. I open up tons of, you know, journal entries, tons of just Google pages relating to whatever I'm researching, and I want it to run smooth. I want to be able to jump between YouTube videos and Google searches, and I want to be able to also look at my calendar. I also want to be able to pull up the calculator and do a calculation if I have to. This thing did that with ease. Like, it handled it like butter. It all ran smooth, and on top of that, you know, I have a life too. You know, I have a fiance that I watch movies and, you know, Netflix with, and it was able to do that. I was able to have all these tabs open, all these YouTube videos open, and still watch an HD Netflix movie without interruption, without any issues. It ran so smooth and so clean, no complaints there. You're gonna be able to do your everyday things. Now, with that being said, you're going to want to be able to, you know, use this thing for long periods of time. The battery life on this thing was insane. It's a big thing that stuck out to me. The battery life on this thing with like heavy use, I want to say I would go like maybe 3 to 4 days. I don't know. I'm just kind of guesstimating. I literally would go days of just like heavy use on this thing and wouldn't have to charge it very often at all. When I had to charge it, I was like, oh wow, I have to charge it? Like, it's not a big deal. And it charges lightning fast. So it does have that MagSafe charger, guys. Basically a magnetic charger. So So if you have kids or, you accidentally bump the charger, it's not gonna fling your whole computer and it's gonna destroy your $1,300 investment. It's literally just gonna unhook and you're good to go. It's not gonna break the cable. It's not gonna break your computer. It's not gonna make anything fall off a desk or table. You're gonna be good to go there. Other than that, it did have 2 USB-C ports and 1 headphone jack. With that being said, you are gonna need a dongle if you're gonna hook up like an external hard drive, which I had to do. If you're gonna hook up like a mic, you're gonna need like some sort of dongle eventually if you're gonna hook up a ton of different things, but you can get away with it. You can get by, and that's a good thing about this computer. This computer is supposed to be very minimal. It's supposed to be for students, for just everyday casual users, for people that just work from home maybe and just check emails, and the heaviest things they do is open up a ton of tabs, whether that's LinkedIn and then work tabs and Google searches, that sort of thing. You're gonna be able to do that with these. Now, if you're gonna go for more intense things like video editing, you're gonna be pretty surprised at how well that this machine can do it. If you're looking to get into content creation, if you're already in content creation, you're gonna be just fine with this machine. I would just recommend store everything on an external hard drive and SSD. Yes, they're expensive, but don't cheap out. It's 100% worth it. Super fast, saves you tons of headaches, tons of time. I would pay the extra money for an external SSD over a slow just hard drive. So just make sure you do that. You're gonna be able to edit videos just fine on this thing. You're gonna be able to scrub through your footage, play back your edits with, just normal style editing, graphics, adjustment layers, sound effects, that sort of thing with these. You're gonna be able to watch it back before you export it, and it's gonna be totally fine. You're gonna be pretty blown away at how powerful this little computer is. Power, multitasking, battery life. Those have been the pros so far. Pro as well, the screen size. The screen size and screen real estate is awesome. Also, the weight and portability of this thing is awesome. I can fit 2 to 3 laptops in my backpack. I fit the MacBook Air, my work laptop, which is an ancient dinosaur, it's just beefy, and my iPad Pro. With ease, this computer is so thin, so powerful, it's so awesome, and the fact that you have a 15-inch screen to watch everything back on, even better. The only thing is, this display is not good at all. My fiance and I sat down to watch Netflix, and the first thing we said was, wow, this screen sucks. And I'm just keeping it real with you guys. This is, you're not gonna buy this thing for the best screen. If you are, you might as well just upgrade. But honestly, if you're just working and you're a student, you don't need the best screen. Like, this is plenty powerful, it's plenty bright. You don't need the fanciest screen. If you want the fanciest screen, then either step your game up and bump up to the newer models, the pros. But for the most part, you're going to be able to get away with this. Like, after a while, I completely had forgotten about it. I forgot about like the display of it, and honestly, it looked really good to me. I got used to it. I got used to the huge, massive screen. Going back to my iPad was pretty tough. My 11-inch iPad Pro. This thing it's awesome, guys. The only downfall of this thing is probably the display. Other than that, battery life's amazing. Performance is amazing. Portability and just sheer size of this is amazing. The look is amazing. If you're an everyday consumer, you're looking for a new laptop and you're looking to get into Apple ecosystem, this is going to be the laptop to go with. Super sick color, super thin and portable, tons of battery life, massive screen. Guys, you're not going to regret buying this thing if you're in that price point, if you're looking to get a new MacBook. But look no further, guys. M2 15-inch MacBook Air, whatever color you want to pick up, it's going to be plenty powerful for almost every user, unless you're like a heavy video editor. It's the only thing I can think of. But even I edit YouTube videos. I make YouTube videos, all HD content, and I worked on this thing just fine. So no complaints there. It's a plenty powerful machine, guys. I'm on an M1 base model Mac Mini, and I work off of it. I code off of it. I edit videos off of it. M2 base model, you're gonna be just fine, guys. So I know this video was very non-traditional, very controversial. Keyboard warriors, drop your heat down in the comments. That's gonna go ahead and do it for this week's video, guys. Catch you guys in the next one.